We are headed up to Northern Log Supply, Mayville, Michigan, right up the road from our shop here at Boss Hammer, to check out a new product he's got. You saw some of them here. It's a weathered wood look, and we're going to use it in a little studio booth in the shop. Case some windows and doors, run base trim with it, but we're gonna do a little studio to do videos and product reviews in front of. We're gonna go video the process today. It's not gonna take us long. We're headed out the driveway now. We'll be there in just a couple minutes. Not much. How you doing? Good. Pete? Josh Nault?
Josh, good to meet
Pete
you.
Green.
Yeah, we came out with a product called Weathered Wood. We're basically taking new wood and turning it into barn wood. So it's brand new wood, it's tongue and grooved, it's all blind nailed. The stains and the method that we have of texturing it makes it look like it's 100 years old. We don't have to worry about tearing down any more barns, going and scrounging around looking for barns. We can produce it. You're not dealing with rot and bugs and insects and warps and twists and different thicknesses. Our product's 3/4, it's tongue and groove, it's blind nailed, it's end matched, defected, zero waste. Gives you that killer look that you're looking for, and for a realistic price. Yeah, and like I said, I'm ecstatic to be able to jump in with you guys on some stuff. And you're dealing with builders, and we need to sell the builders.
Oh,
yeah. It's a good fit. Yep. So Northern Log has traditionally started off in the log home and timber frame industry, and then we've grown into that modern rustic farmhouse era, and we're actually trending more towards that way because that's what's hot and what's new. We get into steel staircases now with hardwood treads. We've got multiple different styles of railings, from rebar, rusted rebar railing. Everything gets finished here on location. Everything is manufactured here. We get into a lot of heavy timber trusses.
You want to show us around?
Sure, you bet. This is some quarter log siding. It's kind of our economical log siding. A little bit thinner profile, but still gives you that log look. Tongue and grooved, blind nailed, end matched. This is kind of the interior color options for the wood product. So people can come in, they can touch, feel, see what the color actually is. Our nickel gap, our standard tongue and groove, our center match, our rough sawn products. We've even got a painted line for that more modern look. We get with the interior log siding. The siding is the same on the exterior, interior, it's just a different finish. People can come in, bring their color swatches, try to understand what design they're looking for, and we can help them with the pre-finishing options for that.
Yeah. Is there a difference between interior and exterior?
Really, the product, you can use it interior, exterior, it just comes down to the finish, right? So your exterior finish, repels water. That's the design of it, right? Mm-hmm. Withhold the weather, the sun, humidity. The interior is mainly a stain and a 2-coat UV. And it's basically to give it a sheen or not sheen, but it's a top coat. So when somebody's touching it, they're not leaving their oils from their skin on it. It's not absorbing into the wood. It'll stay a consistent, nice finish throughout the course of time.
It's just a matter on the order, you choose an option.
Correct. Yep. Are you using it for exterior? Are you using it for interior? We got backwards. This is kind of the cool thing that we just started doing. White is very hard to do on pine because over time the sap will bleed through it. So this is actually a palomino pine that actually comes from Europe, and it doesn't have sap in it. So now you're able to give that, white is predominant in MDF. The problems with MDF is it's typically a shiplap and you got to putty your nail holes, then you have to come back and paint. Well, now with this palomino pine, we can send it out to the customers already pre-painted, and because it's tongue and groove, you can blind nail it and you don't have to worry about nail holes. So you've just kind of eliminated the whole painter coming in and puttying nails. You can stick it up on your wall.
Especially trying to match the same sheen.
Sure, yeah. So we started running this white farmhouse nickel gap through our machine, and it giving it the antique hewn look. So we mill both sides of it. So one side's a nickel gap and one side's a center match. We kind of feel like we hit a home run here, giving you that white look. And still an affordable, you can do it on hardwood all day long, but the price just goes through the roof.
Oh yeah.
So to be able to get it to a customer at a good price, and get the look, that's what we're shooting for. We kind of got the industrial look in here. We've got a Motor City is a multicolor weathered wood product that we did with the blacks and the grays. We've also got a 12-inch chink siding that's done with the weathered wood. Basically, it reminds you of that old square log Butch Cassidy and Billy the Kid were sitting in the side of the mountain, and that's that look over the course of time. We've got another multicolor. We call this our high country, tans and browns.
Forget what color we went with.
Ours is the
dark oak.
dark walnut.
Dark walnut. Yep.
Dark walnut ours.
Yep. On the inside of the great room here, we did the 4x10 log siding. It's a little bit beefier look, a little bit more cost, but it gives you a little bit more of that real feel. So those are 3.5 inches thick, but it gives you that profile look that makes it feel like a full log. This is just log siding. Stick frame your walls like normal construction and throw that log look up. We got 2 or 3 in-house truss jobs going on right now. But we get into a lot of commercial trusses. We'll prefab them. This particular job is a glue lamb. So engineered, spec'd out. We prefab it here. We do a lot of beam work, a lot of joinery. Starting to get into the box beams where we're taking the weathered wood and creating that barn beam look. So basically, these are the wheels, textured wheels. And the board goes through it and it indents that pattern into it. And the size of the wheel, it ends up taking 67 inches of the pattern. So you can't really see the pattern because it's 67.
So one revolution is over 5 foot.
Yes. The template we're getting made right now is actually got an axe hewn, like the old axe. Oh, yeah. And that's what it's gonna make it look like. Yeah, so we decided to do a split head so we could keep 2 textures in at the same time, because this is a switch over, right? It takes time.
Yeah,
getting the head over.
So you got to change that drum out.
Yes. Yep. So now we have 2 separate textures in there that we can run
Okay.
without having to do a switchover. We can feed about 2,000 feet an hour. So, you know, you can run 20,000 feet easily in a shift.
So once it goes through this machine, the stain process takes how long?
So we use a industrial fast drying stain. So it's 15 minutes to where we can top coat. Then it takes about 3 seconds to get 2 coats of UV applied. The finishing process can be fairly fast. We're getting ready to put in a staining machine in front of the UV.
Yeah.
So we can do about 10,000 feet a day finish, 2 stain and 2 coats clear. And then we'll be, with an addition and another staining machine, we'll be able to ramp that to about 30,000 feet a day. You know, we're looking for people to team up with us and become dealers. You know, if you're a big supply company, we're looking for wholesalers. You know, we've got, everybody's nervous about the freight. You know, we've got a bunch of different options for getting freight to you for cheap costs. If you're a homeowner or a do-it-yourselfer or a builder and you got a project here and there, you can get on our website, www.northernlogsupply.com. You can call us, 1-800-920-0642. Email us. We've got several sales guys that are equipped to be able to help you and guide you through the colors and the different things. We're working on a shopping cart for our new website. So you're sitting at home at 10 o'clock and you want to order some weathered wood, you can do there at the convenience of your home. We're looking for being able to launch that hopefully in July. We'll have our standard colors on there. We'll have some quick ship colors that are in stock that if you really need a project to get done on the weekend, you know, in 2 to 3 business days, it'll ship for you. So we're trying to keep the consumer in mind, and most of the time, if you're like me, you forget to order stuff and you want to get something done on a weekend, you need it fast, and we're hoping to be able to ship it out quick for you. But that's our process for how we're taking orders at this point. This is the vintage that makes it look that much older, right? So it's black, yep, and then we got a couple series of staining that we take the black off, but the black stays into the groove.
Is it like a sanding process?
It is, yeah. There's two different types of grits and 2 different machines. Here's that beetle kill blue stain with a clear coat on it.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
That's pretty cool.
it's pretty cool. Here's some of our antique hewn.
I like this one.
Yeah, that might be your dark oak.
That's the, looks like the
Dark walnut. That's what you guys
us
are
right
getting.
there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be, well, that's 12-inch too.
Yep.
That's the
This
same
is
thing.
just circle sawn. You did a weathered circle
I like
sawn.
Yeah.
this one a lot for like beams.
Yeah. Yep. Here's our wedding gray on chink siding. Yeah, barnwood gray. It's a color. This might be wine barrel. This is wine barrel. Isn't it wine barrel? That's wine barrel. Yep. So that's a little bit darker reddish than that saddle brown.
I like that too.
Yeah. This is your saddle brown. What color is this, Nate? Autumn blend. That's a sharp color. It's got some orange tones into it. In the right settings, like a lot of people will use the saddle brown in the rough sawn on the ceiling, and then do the autumn blend for the walls, and it looks pretty sharp. This is some pretty cool. This is that circle sawn.
That's sharp.
We did our vintage texture on that.
On the board, try to find any black marks or discrepancies on the board. Do our best to get rid of them. Sometimes we're not going to get rid of all of it without damaging, you know, the texture. So try our best to get rid of it all. Look at the side. Sometimes the boards have staples and stuff in them. When we look over the boards, we look over all the board.